Sydney, you little ripper. Saturday the 22nd of Feb 2025, Rewind 80s mixtape is coming to the Bridge Hotel in Rozelle. Get your tickets online, group specials and cheaper entry on the website rewind80smixtape.com.au. And we'll see you soon, sitters. Woo!
Jury, they all put the blame on me. The blame on me. They wouldn't go for my story. They wouldn't hear my plea. Only you can set me free. 'Cause I'm guilty, guilty, guilty as a girl can be. Come on, baby, can't you see? I stand accused of loving the first degree. Guilty of loving the first degree. Someday I believe in you will come to my rescue. Unchain the heart you're keeping and let me start anew. The hours pass so slowly since they've thrown away the key. Away the key. Can't you see that I'm lonely? What you
Hello, everyone. Was that a shit clip
How
or
you
not?
going, guys?
Woo!
How are
Thought
you
I'd put
all
some-
out there?
Yeah, we're ready for you this week with the campest show you're ever going to hear.
It really is camp. We're doing another 3XY Hot Hits Countdown.
But before we do that, I want to wish you a happy birthday. Here we go. Jay Jovi's birthday. There you go. Happy birthday, JB.
Thank you, baby. It's my birthday
Wow.
just literally in a couple of hours.
Well, it'll be tomorrow when we get this out, so it'll be today. For
It'll be
for the
today. There we
viewers.
go. Yeah,
That's
I'm still
it.
going to go to work though. Times have changed.
yeah? Oh,
I'm going to do the right
really?
thing and turn up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah. I never did the don't go to work on your birthday bullshit.
All right.
I always gigged or put everything before my birthday, but I don't love them that much, you know? I don't like them that much.
I don't like the fuss. I always get kind of dragged kicking and screaming into my birthday and like I end up having a really great time. But
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable with like spending all that money on myself, you know? But I don't know. I think we've got something lovely planned. We were going to fly to Sydney and then we're like, look, we'll be in Sydney in a couple of weeks anyway for this next gig. And
Yeah.
I thought I'd rather sort of save the money and stay somewhere around Melbourne. And I don't know what's happening now. It's going to be a big surprise. But I'm going straight from work to wherever we're going. And
Brilliant.
stay tuned. I'll let you know what happens.
Absolutely. Speaking of Sydney, the Bridge Hotel in Rozelle, get your tickets. They're cheaper online, and there's group of 6 people for $25 a ticket. So it's rewind80smixtape.com.au. So we can see you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and the city will be pumping. Sydney will be pumping. It's right in the middle of sort of Mardi Gras season and everything. And
Yeah.
that weekend in particular, there's like a lot going on. So there'll be a lot of people in Sydney.
Absolutely. So this week we are doing 3XY Hot Hits charts, a chart.
Yep.
11th of March, 1988.
the campest year of all in the 80s.
It was. And there's a lot of women in this chart, it was the year of the woman, I think.
Yep, it sure
This year
was.
It was amazing. So we're going to look at that. And you guys love the 3XY Hot Hits chart. You can, of course, buy them on eBay, and that's where I get all the information from, where you can buy just the bits of paper used to get in the record shop.
And it was actually such a good chart this time round that, sometimes we do 40 down and just sort of pick and choose. This one was so strong that we did 20 to 1.
20 to 1, that was strong, and there's some songs we've never played before as well.
Number 20 brought us into the show, which was Love in the First Degree.
Bananarama.
This was the famously the last song featuring Siobhan Fay.
Wow. There you go.
It's the last song that they performed live with Siobhan.
Sad.
Yeah,
she
I
was
reckon.
always my favourite,
Yeah, mine too.
But I do like Karen as well, but I just love Siobhan. She seemed drunker than all of them, She held it together.
She was always weird. She was always
yes,
weird.
She was. Absolutely.
Weird but fuckable.
Oh, God, yeah. Fuckable for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Very attractive.
Beautiful looking, even with a short haircut, really worked on it,
Yeah.
I think my favourite video from the girls would be more than physical. I think they all look amazing because they've all got the longish hair, But I love that, and there we go. Number 20 was Bananarama, Love in the First Degree. Now, number 19, interesting one. I'd never heard of this song before. It's a song called Cruel World by the Manikins. So I thought I'd give this a whirl just so we can hear what people were buying. And this
Not
is
Attack of the Mannequins, was it?
Not Attack of the Mannequins, I know. I thought, geez. But a mannequin was quite big in the 80s, and people loved, AHA loved to put some mannequins on the stage, and
Yep.
Gary Newman, you name it. So let's have a listen to this song and see what you all think. It's a little bit out there, but if you get a chance, have a look at the video and you'll kind of go, oh, okay, here we go.
Come on, everyone. You know you take it seriously. Come on, everyone human. Forget what you did previously. Yes, we'll promise we won't laugh at you. And if we do, we really try not to. Let's just enjoy a while. Hey, you out there, does it have to be such a trial? Come on, everyone, let's get that atmosphere. Come on, you all, you may as well know you're here.
Do you remember it?
Not at all. So these guys, it's
I know.
Manikins. Yeah, Manikins, Manikins, not sort of mannequin, but different spelling. These guys are
So
from
what's
Perth.
that mean? What's a mannequins?
It's a play on words. So it's
Oh,
like they're
okay.
referring to the
Statue.
the person, the statue.
Yeah.
But it's just an alternative spelling, And so they were sort of like a bit punky and a bit new wave. They were from Perth.
Unbelievable.
And they just sort of released the one album, I think, in 1988, and then broke up a couple of years later.
Yeah, but they had cool songs like Dracula's Slut. Like they were out there. I didn't look into them until just now. I didn't know they were
Yeah.
from Perth. There were some folky kind of spooky bands that did come out of Australia where viewers really liked and just,
Yeah.
took them up the charts, and this would have been one of them. But Wonder what they're doing now.
Dracula's Slut.
Dracula's Sluts. What a ripper song that was.
Yeah, that would have
But
gone down well.
we should look into the old Manikins and see what they're about. But Perth, so long way from Melbourne, and King
They
Salmon.
moved to Melbourne in the early 80s
Right.
and broke up about a year later. I think they moved in 1980 and broke up in 81 and then reformed in 86 and released their one album in 88. Who could be fucking bothered breaking up in 81
Yeah.
and then reforming in 86?
I don't know. Sometimes that happens though with bands. You
Oh,
sort of
mate,
think,
I
well,
would have...
what we had was good and let's see if we can get it back. But it never works.
I would have well and truly moved on in that time. Jesus.
Yeah, that's right. But
You know?
look, they had a top 20 hit, Cool World, number 19. Bit too folky for me, bit too lost in the woods, you know. Bit too dramatic.
Perth is
Shade
such an
smell.
isolated sort of city that, like, in these days, they would have just been they wouldn't have had too many outside influences, you know what I mean? I always find that kind of thing very interesting when a band's just kind of like, you know, in the wilderness like that and they just completely form their own thing.
But Dave Faulkner did go on to do the Hoodoo Gurus.
Oh, yeah,
So
of
he
course,
was a part
yes.
of that project. So something good came out of it because
Yeah.
I loved the Hoodoo Gurus. And a lot of other, I think it was a band that was sort of thrown together because I know Kim Salmon as well. I think he's a really well-known guitarist.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard the
Fishy.
name. Yeah, but there you go. A bit of folk music. Here we go for Jay's birthday. That was. Come on,
nice.
anyone. All right, the
That's
next
what
one
I
is a
want.
ripper. Australia. Oh, no. So hang on. We got to read out the next songs. I'm fucking it up already. Number 8, Always on My Mind, the Pet Shop Boys. Fantastic
Yeah,
track.
such a good
Fantastic
cover.
version.
Love
Yes.
it. Love it. Very
Very
camp.
good.
Love it. Powerful. We loved it back in the day.
Yeah.
And sort of, I was a big sort of hair metal fan in 1988, but I still had time for this because it was such a well-produced track.
Absolutely. And the
it
video
just
was
sounded
spooky
London.
too.
Yeah,
It did.
absolutely. Yeah,
did.
Liked it.
Track 17, Boys Will Be Boys by the Choir Boys. Yeah, that was all right. It
Probably
wasn't
their second
bad.
biggest hit,
Yeah, of course it was.
would you have said?
They only had
Second biggest
3.
hit? Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Boys Will Be Boys. The Choir Boys, like the track that they live off with the girls doing the whole, they were the sort of, I can't even think of the word. They were the people putting the instruments down and stuff. Everyone loved that girly type of thing where, you know, we made women do men's jobs in you know what I mean? Like it was just a bizarre thing to see. But now there's women everywhere.
So their techs on stage were
Text on
were
stage,
chicks?
yeah. And they put all the instruments up and stuff. So it was it was quite interesting. That video really worked for them at the time. And
It would have been very popular at the leagues, clubs and stuff, I imagine.
Oh, absolutely, for sure. Now, number 16 I've got. This is a ripper. I'm not even going to introduce it. We're gonna listen to it now.
Down to Santa Fe, where I put some walls. Described you clearly, but the sky began to fall. Am I ever gonna see your face again? Am I ever gonna see your face again? Jam cars and taxis like the waxworks on the moon. Carry young girls past me, but none of them are you. Am I ever gonna see your face again? Am I ever gonna see your face again? to stop these tears that
No way, get fuck off.
Fuck off. And like the nicest of people do the call and response. I love it.
Yes.
Like
Yeah,
it
of
does
course.
not matter where you play that song. You could have the fucking king in the audience and Aussies will still do the call and response to this song.
And you really have to appreciate Aussie audiences because they're so passionate, because that's passion. You know, they're really
Yeah.
in time with each other. They sound fantastic. And this is the thing with Aussie stuff that's been made. Like, people sometimes don't realise that the nutbush is an Aussie thing. And I
Yeah.
say that because they do the
The
big
dance,
nutbush
yeah.
thing and the dance. But it's like, mate, it's fucking Australian. No one else does it anywhere else. So where are you breaking the record? Honestly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
You know?
yeah,
It's
that's
cute
right.
and all, but the Aussies put the nutbush to the nutbush. You know what I mean? And,
Yeah.
And we are very cultured in making these little quirky things with live music, you know, and especially this
Yeah.
song.
But I just love, like, if this was an actual conversation and a guy saying, "Am I ever going to see your face again?" No way, get fuck off. Like,
Yeah, that's
just
right.
that response is hilarious. But
is.
you know, this was famously released in the late 70s, this song as like a ballad, and it was like a love song. And then they re-released it for a live album, and it was around this time that the call and response started. And the band didn't like it at first. They sort of tried to have it shut down. They tried to have it sort of shut down. They'd stop playing it at gigs and stuff like that. But it became their most popular song because people looked forward to this moment. And I think they first heard it in Mount Isa, which, if any of the Queenslanders that are listening, if you know Mount Isa is a big city in Midwestern Queensland, and it's sort of It's at the opening of a huge mine, like a massive mining town. And it's like a thriving town because of this massive mine, but it is quite rough, you know, it can be quite rough. So I just love the thought of the fucking Angels going out to Mount Isa and hearing this, and just, they were like questioning the crowd about it over the mics and everything. And yeah, and of course everybody sort of like claims that they were the first one that came up with it and all of that kind of thing, which is, you know, one of those urban myth things, you know, everybody sort of, it was me, it was my cousin, you know.
Yeah, well, that's right.
Hilarious. I just love it.
It's pretty tough though, you know, as Aussies are pretty tough. And
Fuck yeah.
I don't think that kind of thing happened overseas, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think
Yeah.
they really made an effort in making songs up. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but this was just a staple for this track. And they were a fantastic band live. And of course, Doc, who's not with us anymore, is an incredible singer. And I was just listening to the BVs, and they all work together so well. And you know, it's such a shame that we've lost him and stuff like that. But what do you do? It's just, it still happens even with cover bands, you know?
I did meet him once. Did you ever meet him sort of along the over the years?
Kind of. When I went to see Bonnie Tyler and Danny from Sons and Daughters, Doc was at Southland Shopping Centre. I've talked about this before, and I did sort of meet him as a kid, but I didn't talk as a kid, so I was just like, hi, you know.
Yeah. We met him when my band 10,000 played. We were nominated for an award at the Australian Independent Music Awards in Sydney, and we played at I think it was at the Hard Rock Cafe or something down on Darling Harbour, and then the Angels were next, and Doc Neeson. It was Doc Neeson. You know, it was sort of. He's quite tall at the time. He didn't look amazing. Yeah. He didn't look amazing. He looked sort of one heartbeat away from a stroke, the poor thing. But an absolute sweetheart.
He was. He was sort of like comparison to someone like Chrissy Amphlett that was so lovely off stage.
Yeah.
And so gentle and so beautifully spoken. But you see them on stage and their energy and aura is huge, and then you meet them and you go, oh, they're just kind of really normal, you know?
Yeah,
and
that's
I love
right.
that
Actually,
about performers when they can flip in and out of that.
God, yeah. Like he was terrifying. Like he was terrifying on stage. So was Chrissy. She was terrifying. And they were absolute sweethearts in real life.
That's it. Absolutely. The next one we've got is, oh, look, see what you think about this one. Here we go.
If I had to live my life without you near me, the days would all be empty. The nights would seem so long. With you I see forever oh so clearly. I might have been in love before, but I never felt this strong. Our dreams are young and we both know they'll take us where we want to go. Hold me now, touch me now, I don't want to live without you. Nothing's gonna change my love for you. You wanna know by now how much I love you. One thing you can be sure of, I'll never ask for more than your love. Nothing's gonna change my love for you. You wanna know by now how much I love you. It won't change my whole life, but nothing's gonna change my love for you.
Shut up!
Fucking Glenn Medeiros. I just
Isn't
remember
he
this so
horrible?
well.
So do
Glenn
I.
Medeiros. This was, this was a cover too. And the original came out by George Benson in 1985. So it was one of
Oh,
those
that old
cases
chestnut.
of, yeah, like 3 years later, out trots Glenn Medeiros. Glenn sang it in like a competition because he was a young kid. He was like 17 or something when this was released. And like was a big sort of teen idol kind of thing, you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
this was
that's right.
hugely popular. This was hugely popular, but
Oh,
I can't
huge. It
stand
was on
this
the
kind of
TV all
wet
the
shit.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah, no. And I don't like long walks on the beach either.
no,
you know.
I don't like Vaseline on the lens.
Yes. Hey, was that Kenny G on his fucking trumpet?
It did sound like
trumpet?
it, didn't it?
Did
It
sound
did
like
definitely
Kenny.
sound like it. Yeah,
You know,
which is
if
another
it wasn't,
thing.
I'd be suing.
Yeah, I can't.
Kenny G was huge.
He really was. He was fucking huge. I can't stand him. I can't stand. Look, I don't dislike Kenny G. I just don't like elevator music. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's what it was. 100%.
Makes me want to fucking scream.
Yeah, 100%. It was when elevator music became cool. And it
Yeah,
just
that's
happened
right.
overnight. And then you're thinking,
Yeah.
what the fuck is this?
Well,
It
it was-
really does sound like Kenny G, but I don't know. I can't
No,
even
they're
look.
definitely referencing Kenny G if it's not him.
Oh,
But
God,
sort
aren't
of-
they?
I think it was because in the late 80s you had the sort of rise of the yuppie and people were having sort of dinner parties and playing this kind of shit in the background at their dinner parties and trying to get away with it, you know? And
Yeah.
this guy Glenn Medeiros, I remember a couple of years later, I think in 1990, he released a duet with Bobby Brown called She Ain't Worth It. And Bobby did the rap just to try to bring some cred to fucking shit Glenn Medeiros. And old Glenn was singing fucking She Ain't Worth It. The girl ain't worth it.
Fucking hell. I think she might be worth it.
She might be. I
Maybe
think,
he's-
yeah. Maybe you're pitching yourself too far above, mate.
Maybe. Wow. Well,
Maybe punch
there you
it.
go. Glenn Medeiros, but he was always on sounds and beach walks and bare feet and white shirts and shit. There was a whole lot of videos you could actually have a look at that were filmed on the beach.
Yeah.
I mean, there must be millions of them.
Flowing kind of pirate shirts and flowing hair and shit.
Yeah, that's right. And a lot of boy bands and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Track 14. Yeah, track 14 was Hungry Eyes from the Dirty Dancing soundtrack. Wasn't into the Dirty Dancing soundtrack.
Your favourite, I was sure.
No, I love Cynthia Rhodes. Love my girl Cynthia, but I'm not into this soundtrack. And there used to be a time where everyone would go, play Dirty Dancing. The time of my life and shit. And I'd be like, oh, really? You know?
No.
Hungry Eyes. Hungry Eyes.
I always think hungry ass, like when you get a wedgie. You know?
Hungry Ass.
Hungry
Yeah,
ass,
that's right.
yeah.
Yes. Could be more interesting, wouldn't it? That was Eric Carmen. Eric Carmen, he kind of looked like, I hate to say this, but he looked like Duran Duran's producer, Russell Mulcahy.
Oh, that
a
guy.
little bit.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that because Russell was hot
Yeah.
and Eric was a little bit older and I wasn't into it. I thought he'd stolen his look, but I just think they look like each other. When you're young, you think that shit, you know?
Yeah.
Hungry Eyes. I didn't get it, but people loved it. 15, Father Figure by George Michael. What a track.
Beautiful track.
A lot of cigarette
Absolutely
smokes.
beautiful track. Yeah,
Love it.
yeah.
Love Father Figure.
It's another I think I remember Rip saying that he was just drunk one night and he said, I want to get married and to Father Figure and it's just me and her dancing and there's going to be bubbles.
Oh, well, that wasn't what happened. It was Cheap Trick. And there
Yeah,
were no
Cheap Trick
bubbles.
he used to love as well.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I think Cheap Trick was at his first wedding, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Or something like that. But
Yeah.
he was obsessed in marriage, that guy. Just really full
Yeah.
on. But
Caught up in the
Interesting.
suburban dream, I think.
yeah, that's right. We go. Father Figure. I love Father Figure because the girl was so androgynous in this video and she was just beautiful. And she was
Yes.
also one of the models in, I think it was Don't Stop the Dance by Brian Ferry. I may be wrong. Or she could be a totally different girl. But the whole bob haircut, the black bob haircut was really strong and really quite striking in the 80s when you had a black sort of, not a bob, a short bob, but down to your shoulders. Everyone went, oh, look out. The mistress is here, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
I loved that. I really loved that look as a kid. I was like, oh, my
Yeah.
God, if I could only look like that, you know.
It just looks sophisticated.
Sophisticated and strong and you'd suck like a hoover. Anyway,
Someone that
next
had
one
their
is...
shit sorted.
Yeah, that's right. Number 12, Shoulda Known Better. Shoulda known better.
Nah,
Can't-
this is bloody should have known better than to fall in love with you.
Oh, is
Isn't
it really? Have I got the wrong shoulda
Isn't
known
it?
better? Fuck, I don't know.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. It could be either. They're both called should have known better.
No, I think you're right. I think shoulda known better, Richard Marx. Yep.
Yeah,
you're
'cause
right because
it was-
the other shoulda known was years ago.
Oh, was it? Yeah, this one was released in 87, so there's a chance it's sort of still charting at this time.
It's definitely
It was-
this one.
Yeah. Awesome. Good old Richard Marx. I
Sorry,
love this
guys.
track. You're right.
Yeah,
I love
you love
this
you,
track. I
Richard.
love this album. Yeah, he's got a very big head.
Oh, huge head. Yeah, but he
Yeah.
still looks great now.
He
looks
does
great.
actually, and he's a lovely guy.
Well manicured.
Yeah.
But, and also, yeah.
awesome singles from this album. This is from the Richard Marx album. Self-titled studio album, Richard Marx. This has got Don't Mean Nothing on it. Should Have Known Better was the second release. Then we had Endless Summer Nights, and then we had Hold On to the Nights. That was the fourth single.
Yes, very, very good. And Richard Marx was huge. Aussies loved him. Absolutely loved him.
Yeah, he was that kind of like almost like a bit of a country edge to him, I think. Yeah, very sort of guitar driven and all that kind of thing. What was we released that bit of trivia, didn't we? That we found out that like he was doing the BVs in, was it fucking Lionel Richie's song?
All Night Long.
Oh, yeah. All night long.
Yeah, that's
all
right.
Night. That's
Yep.
Richard Marx doing the all night.
Yeah, that's right. He had a great
Sexy.
voice,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And a lot of these people were session singers before they
Gotcha.
became huge stars, you know.
Very
they were just waiting
reliable.
for their ticket to come up. Mm-hmm. And some of these songs have stayed with him, which means he can still. I think he's coming out to Australia. You'd know, your cousin. He's in the
He
band.
just did. He did in December.
Oh, he
Yeah.
did, right?
Just came out. Yeah. My cousin got married and didn't do this tour because he was on his honeymoon.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's cute. You got to stop working to get married, don't you? Really?
And I haven't met the new wife. I wish them all the very best, Matthew. No one calls him Matthew. I don't know why I said that. But they live on the Gold Coast now. Next time we're up there, I'll go and say hello and meet her.
Absolutely. Track 11, Don't Tell Me the Time, The Motels. Good track.
God, yeah. Really good track.
The Motels, everything they did was incredible.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
The stories
Yeah,
they
cool.
told and
Cool song.
the videos and stuff like that. Love Don't Tell Me the Time. Now, we've got this track here. This is my favourite song from this woman. Here we go.
Don't you know so many things they come and go, like your words that once rang true, just like the love I thought I found in you. And I remember the thunder talking about the fire in your eyes, but you walked away when I needed you most. Now baby, 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 I found someone to take away the heartache, to take away the loneliness I've been feeling since you've been gone, since you've been gone. Dry your eyes, I never could bear to see you cry. Someday your love will shine through and show you the feelings you never really knew. But baby, don't you lose that thunder talking about the fire in your eyes. You're looking at me, but you still don't believe that maybe, baby, maybe, baby, I found someone to take away the heartache, to take away the loneliness.
Speaking of old cunts, Michael Bolton wrote this.
Michael Bolton. It was originally released by your mate Laura Branigan, but yeah, Michael Bolton.
Yes. See, I
Yeah.
missed it with Laura, but I really heard it with Cher.
Yeah. So 1985 with Laura. Oh, sorry. Recorded 85, released February 86. February 7th, 86.
That's right. That's your birthday.
It sure is. Well, not 86, but we won't
Wow.
mention the real year.
Isn't that
And then-
funny? I didn't even plan it.
What a coinky dink. And then this was released in November 1987, the Cher version, which was like a bit more of a ballad. And Michael Bolton did produce this version as well. Michael Bolton used to do a lot of stuff with Cher. They used to collaborate a lot. and kind of with Diane Warren and John Bon Jovi. And what an amazing little creative team. So you've got sort of Cher, John Bon Jovi, Michael Bolton, and Diane Warren. Cher was
she's just
really
been
big at
interviewed.
this time.
She was huge. Diane Warren especially as well. I think they're just about to release a Diane Warren bloody movie or a
Are they really?
Show. Yeah, like what do you call them? Music fucking thing.
Biopic. Yeah.
Biopic. Oh, no, maybe I think it's her. Like it's like the Wham one where they talk to Wham and stuff. I think.
Oh, yeah,
but I know
right, like a
Cher
doco.
gets like a doco, yeah, which is exciting because I think it would be so interesting to hear Diane Warren and what she's seen and done because she was a hot songwriter at this stage.
We've never done an episode on Diane Warren, and we should do it.
Yes, we have.
Have we?
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we have.
What, a
It's
whole
really good.
episode on Diane Warren?
Yeah, because we started with Rhythm of the Night, remember? In the
Oh,
beat
that's
of the
right, I
rhythm
do
of
remember.
the night. Yeah.
I do remember now.
So we did do Diane
we were
Warren
pissed,
because
weren't we?
we were pissed, but I remember somehow. But sometimes we've done so many episodes you wouldn't know. Harold
that's right.
Faltermeyer was one of the producers on this as well.
Yes, that's right.
Which is incredible because you only think of Harold Faltermeyer doing do 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 do. So it's amazing,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
video clip to this though, she looks spectacular.
She really does. She did age well. Like she wasn't old, but she was making a comeback, I guess. And she was really expanding into film. Like her film career was really booming. And this might have been a year before her Oscar or maybe the year of her Oscar. But there was so much buzz surrounding her, and there had been for a couple of years leading up. And sort of she was like a kind of Johnny Depp, so like a rock star that did films, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people were just amazed that she could act, I think.
Oh, great actress.
Yeah. But she was just tough as shit. She had young
was.
boyfriends, like one after the other, you know.
Well, this was the new boyfriend at the time that was in this
that's right.
video.
Yeah.
And I remember them saying this is Cher's new boyfriend. She rehashed the Turn Back Time number, the
Yeah.
little outfit she wore. And
Yeah.
But she wears this glow mesh sort of dress and she looks incredible, but
Yeah.
she's so strong in this. Now, another episode, I don't know whether I'm going to ask you whether we've done an episode on this. We need to do an episode on dance wars. So in this video clip, she's dancing with her new lover and then the other girl's dancing with the ex-boyfriend and it's just a dance
Who's
war on the dance
Virginia
floor.
Madsen.
And
Virginia Madsen.
Yeah, that's right. And it's so bloody good. There needs to be an episode on the best video clips where there was a dance war because that's how we communicated in music videos. The kids of today wouldn't understand that. You know?
Fucking we'll dance and whoever wins, they're the winner.
Yeah, it's the biggest cock tease, this video clip, but really lovely clip. And I found this really exciting as a kid watching this because it was quite powerful. And I love going up against another slut. I love it. I used to in my younger days. You know,
I love watching.
especially when you're on stage and you had a boyfriend and he was in the audience and then you could see this girl hitting on him and then you'd just be like a primitive bird on stage and fucking crazy on stage because you were like, you can't even make advance to my boyfriend, you know what I mean? Because it was just a weird, like everyone was possessive on each other. I think that time is sort of back now. People are very possessive of each other with couples when they're insecure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's heaps of that out there at the moment, the manipulation and the gaslighting. But I love the video. I think it's one of the greatest videos ever.
Yeah, it's a beautiful clip. It really her body of work around this time, really strong visually. She sounded great. Yeah, she had a really good 80s period, Cher.
She did. Track 9, Devil Inside, In Excess. Yeah,
I
I'm not
love
a Devil
this
Inside.
song.
Do you really?
Oh, I love it. It's a bit poppy, like it's a bit sort of pop in excess. But it's still a great track. It's exciting.
Yeah. Well, I guess you got to be drunk, but I just
Come on, it gets your blood boiling.
Yeah, nah, it doesn't me. Unfortunately, I like the sexy stuff.
Yeah.
This was a bit. I'm trying to be a freak, but I'm really not.
All right.
A bit dark
Yeah.
with the shit masks that come out and stuff. It's like, ugh. I don't like a mask. And Hutchie was too pretty for a bloody mask anyway.
Yeah, right, okay. Fair
This
enough,
this track is a cover, but
fuck.
I think one of
None
the
of-
best covers ever.
Bloody night of the covers, babe.
It is. Well, that's right. There were a lot of covers around, and this is how people were charting. Weren't you ever approached by a music producer in these? Oh, no, you would have been too young. So in this year, I was approached by a couple of producers that wanted me to do a cover, and one of them was Carole King, and I was mortified because I wasn't going to cover a Carole King song because she was so huge with the album Tapestry, But here's this one. Here we go, the cover of The World.
See what's become of me. Time, see what's become of me. While I looked around for my possibilities, I was so hard to please. Look around, leaves are brown, and the sky is a hazy shade of winter. Here's the Salvation Army band. Down by the riverside is bound to be a better ride than what you got planned. Carry your cup in your hand. Look around, leaves are brown, and the sky is a hazy shade of winter. Hang on to your hopes, my friend. That's an easy thing to say, but if your hopes should pass away, simply pretend that you can build them.
I love the treatment of this song. I'm not a Simon and Garfunkel fan at all, but this song this treatment sounds incredible.
Yeah, for sure. And this is produced by Rick Rubin, who famously did all of that sort of like early rap and hip hop stuff. Like he was a like massive name. Did like LL Cool J and Beastie Boys and all that kind of shit. Yeah, but as you say, beautiful treatment of this song.
And from the movie Less Than Zero. So this movie was so spooky and about drugs, and I was never allowed to watch it when I was little, but I always wanted to, it seemed exciting, that world.
It came from a bloody Bret Easton Ellis book as well. Bret Easton Ellis that did Train Spotting, which was absolutely massive. Yeah, absolutely massive. Sorry, fucking not Train Spotting. I always get these mixed up. American Psycho he did. Because I remember it was banned. I remember from being a kid, American Psycho was banned in Queensland, but you could, if you lived on the Gold Coast, you could just drive to Tweed and buy it at the bookstore and then like come back into Queensland.
Why was it banned in Queensland?
Oh, so like American Psycho is an incredible book. It's about and the film is a good version, to be honest, with Christian Bale, but the book goes into so much more detail. Like he'll be talking 1 minute about what he has for breakfast and describing the texture of the muesli and all that kind of shit. And then it will just segue into him and how he likes to dissect a body after he's murdered them, and like just amazing, like really, really in the mind of a fucking murderer. Like it's so amazing. And it was banned because it was so full on. Queensland was very, very conservative at the time. and yeah, like shit like this used to happen all the time. But yeah, as I say, you could just. I remember I got a like a. You know, it was an illegal copy, and the big sticker on the front cover said banned in some states. And my friend gave it to me, and it was like they were giving me porn or something. It was like
Yeah,
like
right.
It was such a controversial thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I love that track. I think Rewind 80 should do that track. Brad and I
I
have
do too.
always
We've
wanted
said
to
it
do
before too. Yeah.
Yeah, we have. Yeah. So now we've got a TV commercial, but what we are getting during the week are little messages from our people that listen. And I just wanted to give Lily a shout out because she's picked the commercial this week. But just before we give her a shout out, these are the messages we've been getting from people, which is amazing.
Yeah, really wild. So great, guys.
I just listened back-to-back episodes of the 80s montage, the Brat Pack and Shannon Doherty. Can I just say I love that you mentioned Shannon in Girls Just Want to Have Fun? Because my sister and I always used to recite, wow, you really think I'm punk? Wow, that's outrageous. I mean, it's not as cool as New Wave, but it's better than preteen. The best part. Anyway, hope you guys are well. See you soon. We're going to surprise you.
Thanks, Lily. So if you want to
what
give
a
us a message,
sweetheart.
yeah, put it down. Like you can do that on Facebook, can't you? You can actually record a message and put it in Messenger.
Yeah, Facebook Messenger, you just sort of like hit the little mic icon and away you go.
Yeah,
So
and we'll put it on air.
100%, guys, especially if it's full of abuse and swearing and filth, you know.
Yeah, that's right. So we're going to play Lily's commercial that she has suggested this week, and it goes something like this.
Confucius say, when Canton for dinner, husband always home on time.
I really must ask you.
Sorry.
Canton Sweet and Sour. An authentic Chinese recipe with crisp vegetables. A delicious taste that everybody loves. And no MSG.
Dad's home.
I'm starving. When it's Canton for dinner,
Have a nice flight.
everybody hungry.
There you go. Remember Canton?
Fuck yeah. Canton was
Yeah.
massive. Did you, Canton
Massive.
and fucking chicken tonight.
Chicken Tonight.
If you had Canton and chicken tonight in the cupboard, you were set.
That's it. So they had a couple of commercials. There was one, Mama's making Canton, da-da-da-da.
Doesn't
But
take
that was
long
90s.
for the word to get around.
So I wanted
Yeah.
to play a 70s, but how full on are those ads? You wouldn't get away with that now. You know?
Oh God, no.
Would not get
Absolutely
away.
not.
But
Yeah.
it was just so innocent, and I actually made sweet and sour noodles the other day and asked Mum if she had some of these because I thought she still had it from years ago.
God,
she doesn't buy
I
it
still
anymore.
remember the shape of the jar, you know, like had a
That's
very
right.
particular shape. It was really hard to get up your
Yeah.
ass.
Yes, that's right. Chunks of pineapple, some
Yeah,
pork,
yuck.
nice
it did,
pork
didn't
strips.
it?
Yeah.
Fucking sweet and sour sauce, which was so sweet, had so much
So
fucking
sweet.
sugar in it. This shit, and
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, big chunks of pineapple and a few veggies.
Yeah, that's right. A couple of veggies and some bit of pork. And you would have that with, we had brown rice, which was good. That was healthy.
Oh, nice. That's
But yeah,
the healthy option.
You'd get that on a Sunday night if you were lucky. And it was quite enjoyable, to be honest with you. But I don't know if I'm pretty sure it's still around, you know.
Yeah, it was full of cancer.
But I'd have
I
to
think.
check that out in the supermarket. I haven't really had a look. But thanks, Lily, for that commercial. If you've got a commercial that you would like to send in and remind us of, send it in on the 80s Montage Facebook or however you can send it in and we will play it for you. But that's awesome. And leave us a message like Lily did as well.
Yeah,
Track
absolutely.
seven was Just Like Paradise, David Lee Roth. I didn't mind that track.
I love it.
I do too. It's very sports, isn't it? You know, they used to play it on the sports.
Very
channels.
American, super American,
Yeah, absolutely.
very LA.
Now the next track is, we have never played this track before, and it was pretty big. Here we go.
Bedtime, boys.
Oh, Mom! Now, hey there, people, won't you lend an ear? 'Cause I've a story to tell, and I'm telling it here. I was born in a town in the great UK. From a baby to a boy to a man today. And I'm a musical man, and I'm a man of verse. But I got a little problem, and it's getting worse. My life was so well planned, surviving and jiving in a funk band. 'Cause rapping, it's my bread and butter. But it's hard to rap when you're born with a stutter. Well, no one's ever seen what I mean. From the age of 13, we've all been caught in a mouth trap. So join with us in the stutter rap. Well, it was 82 when I joined the boys. And I was hip, and I was cool. But now I lost my poise. The kids our fans are starting to doubt. When you open your mouth and nothing comes out. And it breaks my heart that we're not on the chart. 'Cause the record's nearly over when the vocals start. And I'm down and out, and I'm down on my luck. And I'm living on my own, and I'm dying for a friend to say you're great. But I'm under the hammer, 'cause all I seem to do is come on, man. Summer. Well, no one's ever seen what I mean. From the age of 13, we've all been caught in a mouth trap. So join with us in the stutter rap. Well, interviewers, turn away. Who wants to be?
Stutter rap.
What the fuck was that?
Have
Sounded
you
like
never
Neighbours.
heard? I knew you hadn't heard this.
No. I've heard this, but I swore I heard a sample in the track that sounded like
Neighbours.
Neighbours.
Yeah. That was definitely in the track.
Oh,
Because they were taking the
mate.
piss out of Stock Aitken and Waterman.
Yeah,
Because
right.
Kylie
Okay.
was fucking huge, as we're going to find out.
It was a parody song. I remember
Yeah, that's
thinking, always thinking like, this has got to be a spoof. But you don't know as a kid. You don't know what's sort of serious and what's like a parody, you know. But this went to number 2 in Australia.
Yeah, Aussies love this shit. They love
Yeah,
it. And I think putting the Neighbours thing in it actually didn't hurt the track at all because Neighbours was huge.
Yeah.
Kylie was huge. Jason was huge. And I think that's why, because they're pretty much they're trying to be the Beastie Boys, but they're trying to be like funny kind of people.
Trying to rip off the Beastie Boys, yeah.
That's right. And I knew that as a kid. I was like, oh, these guys are nerdy as anything. But the thing is, they used to play it in the nightclubs. So you kind of didn't know how to act to it.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I mean?
right. You didn't want to take it seriously and
You
fucking
didn't, because it
bust a
wasn't
move.
cool. That's exactly right. And you kind of thought to yourself, well, what am I going to do here? Am I just going to stand at the bar and drink? But then you get all the sort of people that are coming from the suburbs that would just love hearing it on the dance floor.
Of course,
and you're like,
yeah.
Fucking hell, you know.
I remember.
But
I
if you
think
want
it
to be
was.
cool.
I think it was Bevan and Vince Del Tito. I think it was
Yes,
doing
it
it on Young
was.
Talent Time.
Yeah.
Can you remember?
Yeah,
I was
can.
so embarrassed watching it for them. I was so embarrassed watching them. They were just so goody and sort of white bread. And speaking of Young Talent Time, I don't know what came over me, but I watched I watched the clip of what's the fucking song? It was for hearing aid. We did an episode
you mean the
of this.
deafness hearing aid? Yeah.
Yeah,
did,
everyone
with Simon,
What is
yeah.
it? Fucking is mad about music. or
Everyone can't hear at all. How'd it go?
It had sort of
Can't
one
remember.
of Kylie's livest, earliest recordings. Had the Young Talent Time kids. Had fucking Daryl
Yeah.
Summers turning up in Sunnies like he's a fucking rock star.
Yeah.
And
Didn't he
Ricky
play the
May
drums?
produced it. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Doing a Phil Collins.
And
They-
Danny
they were
wasn't
trying
there,
to-
remember?
Danny wasn't there, no.
Yeah.
But I think, I don't know if she thought it like having the two Minogue sisters was overkill or what, I don't know. But it was
Yeah, I
like,
know, right?
was really weird. But like, what a shit song. Oh my God. I just had to watch it again. You know, when you've got to watch something really bad just to kind of like see it for real. Like I always think it can't have been that right. It can't have been that bad. And then play it again. I'm like, oh no, it fucking is.
Yeah.
Really, really,
Oh, yeah.
shocking.
Yep. It was pretty average, but I can't even remember the name of the track. It was a charity record in 1986. I think. No, was it Hearing Aid or was it called something else?
Yeah, Hearing Aid. Everyone, and I laughed my guts out when I heard that it was Hearing Aid. And it's everyone likes to hear music. Everyone likes to hear music.
Yeah.
It's so bad. It's so
Was
bad.
it called,
and
wasn't it? I don't think it was Hearing Aid. That was the heavy metal one.
Are you
Wasn't
sure?
it called the fucking Penguins or something? Or
Nah, the Penguin track was a different one.
maybe it was.
Yeah.
Rightio.
So
It
bad.
was- Yeah, it was. Oh, look, you could tell the Young Talentine weren't wrapped in being there.
But I think it was Natalie Miller or one of them dressed as fucking with the pink wig on, dressed as like taking off fucking Cyndi Lauper.
Katie.
And it really shit me.
Yeah, Katie.
Was it Katie?
Yeah. I think it was
It really
Katie.
fucking shit me.
Yeah. Katie was
I
very
would've been like-
annoying. She was like Piggy,
Yeah.
very annoying.
She was. But like she kept looking around in the clip like fucking check me out, mate. Like fucking how's
look.
this? It's like fuck off.
Yeah, look, there was a couple of young talent-timers that weren't really prepared for stardom, you know. You got to stop looking in the monitor.
They could have done-
You've just got to, you know.
With a bit of a bashing.
Yeah.
know what I mean? Just
Fucking
a quick
funny.
one or two.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you wasted your life listening to that.
Oh, yuck.
Hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a
Nah,
weird week.
Yeah, well, sometimes you just need funny shit
Yeah.
to get you through. Number 5, track 5. Now, this is the 3XY Hot Hits, 11th of March, 1988. And track 5 was Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley.
Bloody-
Huge.
The
Now,
future
this
of
is-
Rick Rolling starts right here.
Yeah, but we didn't know that though. We
No,
actually
not
didn't
yet.
know until many years later. Track 4, I've got track 4 and it is a ripper. Now, not my favourite of her, but still appreciate it. Really, really
Love it.
appreciate it. I've just got to find it now that I was looking at something bloody else.
Kicking myself for not going and seeing her with you. She
yeah.
came to Australia. She came to Australia the night before I flew out to Paris in the UK.
That's right. So one of our Patreons, Deb, who comes to see the gig, she paid it forward and got us tickets to see Belinda Carlisle. I never expected to be so entertained like I was. I just hadn't really looked into her that much. I know all her music, but I just hadn't really. I'm a Go-Go's fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's a bit shit to say that, but I was a little bit, I like you, but I'm not sure about you. I just want you to be tougher. But anyway, I went and saw Belinda Carlisle. We got to pay it forward. I took Jules with me because you were away, and
Yeah.
I was really contemplating who to take. And, of course, I'd take Jules. But Jules' first concert was Belinda Carlisle when she was little.
Fuck off. Wow.
Yeah, so it was a really funny coincidence. Then we get there and we're like fucking 6th row from the front.
Yeah,
Like-
shit.
And Julie's looking around going, oh, these can't be our seats, surely. And I'm like, they're
Yeah.
our seats, dude.
Yeah.
You know, Deb's got these seats. She would have got them on the phone or done whatever she needed to do because she's a hardcore music fan. So we were sitting there for the first 10 minutes just going, freaking hell, this is going to be fantastic. Like, she's right in front of us. The concert had no visuals. There was nothing special about it. It was just the live band, and it's one of the best fucking gigs I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Couldn't
Yep.
believe it. My mate Paul Ciccinelli was playing keyboards with her, and he was having the time of his life. And I was really proud of him because I think when you are at a certain level with another band and then you see someone with Belinda Carlisle or someone that's just amazing, that's had like millions of track record sort of songs overseas, it's quite daunting and it's so exciting. But it was one of the best concerts I've been to.
Oh, fantastic. Have you found the song?
I have. Here we go.
You baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. They say in heaven, love comes first. We'll make heaven our place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. When the night falls down, I wait for you and to come around, and the world's alive with the sound of kids on the street outside. When you walk into the room, you pull me close and we start to move, and we're spinning with the stars above, and you lift me up in a web of love. Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. They say in heaven, love comes first. We'll make heaven a place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. When I feel alone, I reach for you and you bring me home. When I'm lost at sea, I hear your voice and it carries me. In this world we're just beginning.
Belinda Carlisle.
Beautiful song.
Heaven's Place
Another
on Earth.
Diane Warren.
Yes. Now she talks about, that's the whole reason I wanted to bring up the gig. She does talk about Diane Warren when she's on stage, and she said that her son saw Diane in a cafe, and Diane said to the son, because the son was a bit older, said, listen, get your mum to call me. She's still got a career and I've got some songs for her.
Oh,
So it was
wow.
the son that actually told her mum about Diane Warren wanting to speak to her about putting out some music. So Diane Warren is really the mastermind behind getting her back on stage, you know?
Who?
Belinda Carlisle.
Cher?
Belinda Carlisle.
Who? Like Belinda Carlisle had a son at this age?
Oh, before this, babe. Before this. Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah, well, Belinda's, God, she's nearly 60, isn't she? Or over 60?
Oh.
You got to remember she had the Go-Go's, so she was quite young in the Go-Go's, but then
Yeah,
she
right.
didn't do anything for ages, and she had
No,
a baby.
she didn't. That's true,
And
yeah.
then
right, okay.
so you kind of skip that period of her life where you think she hasn't aged, but she actually, I think, took 10 or 15 years off. And the
Fuck,
son,
serious?
yeah, but the son was the one that saw Diane Warren in the cafe, and it was a
Yeah,
really
yeah.
interesting story because it's coming from the horse's mouth, you know.
Yeah.
And
It's amazing.
to know that it's such a close-knit security and community, and then you see the son of Belinda and they're like, get your mother to call me. Like, she hasn't finished yet. This is it, you know.
This is very entrepreneurial, Diane Warren. Like she used to sort of write with particular singers in mind and really like pitch. You know, she used to go after those singers and really be quite insistent that they record the tracks and everything. And she was usually right. You know, she had a really good sense of the artist that she wrote for.
And, you know, I think also on top of that, having someone like Diane Warren writing tracks, and you're talking Diane Warren way before a lot of other women writers, she's asking women to sing them. So she's creating work for women as a woman, which was really what happened here in this year, where she was really vital for getting women on stage again, you know, and that's why they're going to run as like a bloody episode about her, because she was incredible.
Yeah.
But I will look for the Diane Warren episode we did. I'm sure we did one. I could be wrong, but we sort of fell in love with her there for a while.
Yeah, we did.
You know?
Yeah. No, she's amazing.
So that was it. Track 3 is Whenever You Need Somebody, Rick Astley. Great
Another
track.
Rick
I like
Astley
it.
song. Yeah. It is a good.
Very good.
It's a good track. Really well produced too.
Yeah. Oh, the album is great. The album, every mother in the 80s had the Rick Astley album. He was just such the poster boy for housewives and still looks amazing now. And now the younger people are enjoying him. He's the Clayton's drink, the drink
That's
you're having when
right.
you're not having a drink.
Yeah, that's right.
So let's have a listen to the next track, which is track 2, Time
you'd
of
love
My
this.
Life. I
You'd
fucking
love this.
hate it.
You
Yeah,
say
here
this,
we
but
go. Yeah, I dance to it when I'm drunk.
Now I had the time of my life. No, I never felt like this before. Yes, I swear it's a truth, and I owe it all to you.
'Cause I had the time of my life, and I owe it all to
I've been waiting for so long. Now I finally found someone to stand by me.
We saw the writing on the wall as we felt this magical fantasy.
Now with passion in our eyes, there's no way we could disguise it secretly. So we take each other's hand, 'cause we seem to understand the urgency. Just remember,
You're the one thing
I can't get enough of.
so I'll tell you something. This could be love because I had the time of my life. I never felt this way before. This I swear it's so true, and I owe it all to
Hey, baby,
you. With my body and soul, I want you more than you'll ever know.
Oh, didn't they look so old in this?
They really did. It was such a mum and dad song. Yeah, interesting. It was a little bit cross-generational Dirty Dancing because it was the sort of younger couple, although he was older. Patrick Swayze's character was a little bit older than Baby. And then it had the parents in it, and it even though it was essentially, I guess, like a teen film, it did have an older ensemble cast around sort of Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze. And beautiful film. So, and it had a really great soundtrack. Had a really strong soundtrack. This is one of the songs. Bill, what's his name? Bill Medley is one half of the Righteous Brothers. I didn't realize
Yeah,
this.
right. Yeah.
So I always thought the Righteous Brothers were actually brothers. It was just a stage name. And he was famous for You've Lost That Lovin' Feeling and all of that,
Yeah.
all those amazing old songs. He was old, and then you have sort of Jennifer Warnes, who did that duet with Kenny Rogers. What was that?
We've
Up Where We Belong.
lift us up where we belong,
Yeah.
to heaven.
Now, this song in the year that it sort of came out, hugely popular, won an Oscar for Best Original Song, won a Golden Globe for Best Original Song, and a Grammy Award for Best Performance by a Duo.
Yeah, right. Well, they could
Fucking
stand
incredible.
up. That was the best performance they gave.
Yeah.
It was on Solid Gold a lot, and I remember as a kid thinking, gee, you can be so old and put out a song. This is
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
I'll fit in
Yeah.
right. I couldn't believe it. And I think adult contemporary in America is really something that was huge, and this movie was huge.
Yeah, it was.
And I have never really seen it. I just wasn't into it. I don't
Yeah.
like the cha-cha moves. Cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha, I'd rather fucking cha-cha-cha and eat a fucking sausage, than do that shit. But
What did you say in Albury
yeah,
the other week? Oh fuck, that was a funny gig. We played Albury the other week, and there's a group of young bucks up in front of you and Brad.
Yeah.
And they were good value actually. They were just like country boys
They
having
were.
some fun. And they get a bit rowdy, and you never know which way it's going to go with like little groups of boys like that. And,
no, he was touching the mic stand with his middle finger and watching me as if to like put a sexual thing in there.
No, I think he was suggesting that he might want the mic. I think he was like going.
No, that was before he wanted the mic. He was
Oh,
touching
okay.
the fucking this is why it pissed me off, because I was like,
right.
don't fucking get sexual with me. I could have fucking given birth to you. But they were just pissed. But then they kept watching me, and they wanted to break me, you know. They really wanted to fucking break me, and they were going to break me, all
loved
right?
you after this comment. And
well, that's
'cause
right.
When
I
he,
had
was,
to
when he
do
was
something.
doing that, you go, no, what is it? No, unless it's a cock, I'm not interested.
So he wanted to sing. He wanted to
We
sing
were
on my
fucking
mic.
howling.
And
I think
and I
once
was
you
like,
said
mate-
that, it just short-circuited them, and they just loosened up. You know what I mean? They stopped being smart asses.
well,
and
they
were on
had
our
to.
side. Yeah.
Yeah, they had to. And I
Fuck,
haven't
it was
done that
funny.
for many years. I haven't had to do that for many years, where I've had to just overpower 15 young
Yeah.
kids up the front because they
Shoot
don't.
them down quick.
You got to shoot them down, because
Yeah.
that's the only way they're going to stick around. But yeah, they were a little bit naughty, and I just wasn't feeling mummy. You know, I was like, no,
Yeah.
I'm not fucking putting up with this. But then they loved it, and then they disappeared, which was even better. Time of My Life, Dirty Dancing, we played that. This track, Australia's Girl, was number 1. 3XY Hot Hits, 11th of March, 1988. Are we ready to hear what track was number 1?
Number 1 to finish the show. Here we go. 1988. Can you guess?
In my imagination, there is no complication. I dream about you all the time. In my mind, a celebration, the sweetest of sensations. Thinking you could be mine. In my imagination, there is no hesitation. We walk together hand in hand. I'm dreaming you fell in love with me, like I'm in love with you. But dreaming's all I do. If only they come true. I should be so lucky, 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 lucky. I should be so lucky in love. I should be so lucky, 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 lucky. I should be so lucky in love. It's a crazy situation. You always keep me waiting, because it's only make believe. And I would come around to give you all my loving, if one day you would notice me. My heart is close to breaking, and I can't go on faking the fantasy that you'll be mine. I'm dreaming that you're in love with me, like I'm in love with you. But dreaming's all I do. If only they come true. I should be so lucky, 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 lucky. I should be so lucky in love. I should be so lucky,
There we go. Absolutely massive. Absolutely massive when it came out.
Huge. And Kylie Minogue, hasn't she just come leaps and bounds?
Going to see her when? In a couple of weeks.
So good.
I'm so
good.
fucking excited.
I could imagine. What
I
are your
can't believe
seats
I'm
like?
going to see Kylie Minogue, mate.
Oh, yeah, I've been every gig. I love it.
Ah, awesome.
Where are your seats?
Really good, actually. Really good seats. Yeah, we got expensive ones.
Great.
Mika absolutely loves her. Mika bought for
Yeah,
himself
yeah,
as
she's
a little
incredible.
Yeah. Mika bought Tension 1 and Tension 2 for himself on vinyl.
Beautiful.
Spins the shit out of
Great.
it. Loves it. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, we all
what a-
love her.
What a career she's had. Just amazing. I just watch her
Incredible.
receiving like kind of like career recognition awards in the noughties and stuff like that. And before the turn of the millennium and stuff, she's sort of getting like career achievement awards and stuff. And she's just continued and continued and continued and always been really strong, to be honest.
Absolutely. Well, there's our show. 3XY Hot Hits, 11th of March, 1988. Thank you for listening. Thank you to our new subscribers on YouTube. We've got a lot of subscribers now, which is amazing. And, there's been a lot of listeners and thanks. So next week we'll be out in the band room again, I guess, doing a couple of eps and we'll read out all our messages.
Sure. We really will, guys. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, rate, and review. Give us 5 stars, guys. It pushes us up the charts. Write us a little comment in the comment section. That's always a good idea as well. Hit subscribe. If you're not already a subscriber, but you have listened to a couple of shows now, come on board, hit subscribe. It's really easy on whatever platform you listen to us on. And the best thing you can do is become a Patreon for as little as $2 a month. For $15 a month, you get the extra episodes, guys.
Which you are getting through the Patreon app now. I've worked it out. I've worked out how to put the Patreons through the app. So if you download the Patreon app and you want to become a Patreon, it's patreon.com/the 80s Montage podcast. You get all your episodes on this fantastic new app. It's amazing.
We used to just email them. I mean, this is much easier.
Yeah, well, that's right.
That's great.
No, you've got to email it so many times, though, and it takes forever. It took me 3 hours. So this is just one download, and then it sends out to the people on the tiers that have the extra episodes. And it comes up on your phone like it's the 80s Montage on Apple Podcast. It's great.
Easy peasy. That's bloody awesome. Nice one, guys. Let's close the show. I just want to send a big shout out to Samantha and Kirk, who are getting married next weekend. I'm very excited to be doing this ceremony for them. Check out Aria Vows, guys. That's my little company as a wedding celebrant. Samantha and Kirk are big listeners of ours, great friends. They come to see our shows live, and they're an absolutely beautiful couple. I cannot wait to do this wedding. It's going to be a beautiful celebration.
It's going to be great.
Here's to you guys. I'll see you Wednesday for the rehearsal and then the big day on Saturday. Very excited. Let's fingers crossed for some great weather.
Absolutely.
Nice one, guys. We love you all around the world. And if it's music mateys
or cool shit from the 80s,
we're going to talk about it.
Unreal.